Hi and what's up guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about renewable energy and specifically on the inclusion of renewable energy level 3 NTA heart trust. Some of the stuff that is taught in the actual course itself, we're going to be going over some of those aspects right now. Okay, so to start off with, we're going to be talking about Kirchhoff's current law. I don't know if you've ever heard of Kirchhoff before, but he has his own law which goes like this: the current flowing into a junction is equal to the current flowing away from the junction. So that's Kirchhoff's current law. The current flowing into a junction is equal to the current flowing away from the junction. Kirchhoff's law. So some main areas to be concerned with when building your system for renewable energy. If it's a solar panel system on a house, some things you want to look at, for example, would be PW, which is power watts. For example, it could be 50 watts or 210 watts. That will be the wattage of the actual solar panel itself. These are the things that will come up on the solar panel. On the back of the solar panel, it should have a little key grid, and it will tell you what the values are for each of the correspondence. For example, you got PW, you got VMP, IMP, ISC. VMP, I know that's maximum voltage, and that's key for when you're installing solar panels and solar energy. IMP is maximum current at peak, and the bigger the panels, the more current will be used. Bigger the surface panels, the bigger the wattage. There's a formula for working out how much wattage and panel sizes that you'll need, and it goes like this: wattage per hour or day, that's the number of peak hours of daylight, sunlight in particular. So if you're living in a hot country, you want to work out how many hours of the day has the maximum or most sunlight and the hottest time of the sun in the sky of the day. Then you times that by your efficiency, the solar system, or e.g. for example 0.60, and then you times that by your panel size, which is the wattage. So for example, it could be 250 watts. That's the formula. The equipment that will be used when setting up your renewable energy solar system will be battery load tester, rubber gloves, boots, hydrometer, apron, glasses, multimeter, wire brush, baking soda, wire stripper, and crimping tool. We had a very good teacher that ensured us that we would pass the course if we studied everything that he told us. And I'm going to be sharing hopefully as much stuff as possible with you. We're not in this particular video, over the series of videos that will be uploaded. Hydrogen gas. Hydrogen explosion gas these are some of the things that you want to look out for when it comes to maintenance. The electrolyte has to do the maintenance as well, and the battery. Lead is poison. When heated, releases a vapor which leads to cancer. So you have to be very careful not to overcharge anything that has lead or lead batteries. Burn by clear acid. So when it burns, you won't see the fumes of the lead. Do not short the terminals because you'll have oxidization, acidization, inadequate ventilation. That's another problem that you would have to look out for when it comes to maintenance. And a naked flame. You don't want to have no naked flame, and you have to be careful of electrocution. These are the hazards that leads to battery acid. That leads to acid batteries, sorry. So we're moving on and we're still on the topic of renewable energy, level 3. Check the electrolyte levels. Number 1. Number 2. Dilute sulfuric acid. Number 3. Use distilled water to top up cells. Do not overfill the cells. Number 4. And number 5. Prevent corrosion on the battery connections. You could use Vaseline or a grease-based material to prevent that. Number 6. Do hydrometer tests. And number 7. Do battery load tests. What is Pwm and Mppt? I'll give you a couple of seconds to think it over. What is Pwm and Mppt? Do you know? Pwm is pulse width modulation, let me say it again. And Mppt is maximum power point tracking. Maximum power point tracking. Some important components that you'll be using and need to know when it comes to renewable energy is, first of all, the battery bank. The battery bank is a selected group of batteries wired together to store power in the solar electric system. You can store energy in batteries by night and then use the energy also when needed. A controller regulates the current flowing or current flows from the solar charger to the battery bank. That's the duty of the job of the controller. It regulates the current from the solar charger to the battery bank. The inverter converts DC to AC. That's the power. The inverter converts the DC to AC. The controller also sits between the solar and the batteries. Panels cannot exceed the rating of controller. Also prevents the battery from overcharging. The controller also voltage must be higher than the battery bank. Controller protects the batteries from overcharging, as we stated before, and the controller regulates the current from the solar PV to the battery bank. The inverter is to run the household load, the domestic loads. So for example, if you have your fridge, your freezer, your toaster, your kettle, your fan, anything that is within the household that is called that uses electricity, or the renewable electricity, renewable energy, is called the load. Also, what you need to know is a transformer. A transformer, it can manage inductive loads also to isolate the RV from the load. Now we're going to talk about some abbreviations and their meanings. AH, A for Apple, H for Henry, stands for ampere hour. Ampere hour. EFF, E for every, F for fish, and F for Freddy. EFF is for efficiency. DOD, that's D for date, O for odd, D for date. DOD is depth of discharge. RAPS, RAPS, RAPS stands for Remote Area Power Supply. CCA, C for cat, and A for alpha. CCA stands for cold cranking amps, and that's mainly used in cold countries. On your course they'll go into more depth about this, or you can look it up on the website for anything that you're not sure about that I've talked about so far, or what I'm going to talk about throughout this video. EMF, E for electric, M for motor, F for fish. EMF stands for electric magnetic force. VOC, V for velocity, O for obstruction, C for cat. VOC stands for open circuit voltage. PW, P for power, W for watts, stands for peak power. VMP, V for voltage, M for multiple, P for power. VMP stands for voltage at peak power. ISC, I for in, S for C, and C for cat, is for short circuit current. These are just some of the things that will come up in your renewable energy level 3 course, and the things that you need to know, or if you want to refresh your memory, you can go over this video once again. Please share it with your friends. Please like, please subscribe, and stay tuned and get the next uploaded video as soon as possible to continue with the renewable energy level 3 subjects.